Good morning. Morning chat. Are we all up bright and early? It's a sunny day. It's nice to wake up for Korea. And it's daylight. Oh, wake up for Asia, sorry. And it's daylight. Too early. Morning Tolma, morning Fovai, morning Doishi, morning Raw. Ooh. Are we ready for hold on, let me send this message and we can lock in for what will be a day of Overwatch. Wish it was still nighttime. Up bright and early. Up and at 'em, you know. Morning Racer. Morning Sanyu. Morning or evening, I guess, Quaz, for our American viewers. So this is not a LAN. No, this is just online. Let me get up. What we go in here, here, here. Let's see. Message. Let's get a suit. I think that might be a clean feed today. I'll double check with old Craigie Craig. Let's find it. If not, we can keep it. We can keep it Korean. Or any game that won't be 3-0 today. No. If you want the truth, no. I'm expecting this. Well, actually, no. Actually, sorry, I reconsidered for a second, but the answer is actually an overwhelming no. Casting with Hunter? Nope. Hunter is busy preparing to qualify themselves for China. Morning, Trini. Morning, Pineapple. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Not too shabby. Morning, Gigalore. Morning, Lemon. No, this is not a LAN. This is an online group stage. So let me press that button. Oh, some background noise. Bum, bum, bum. What's a good GIF for this? Does anyone have a good GIF in mind? Something to do with frogs? Yeah, none of the games are capturing my imagination. A Chrysler GIF? I feel like that one won't go, no. Let's type it, what Asia will I go receive inspiration? That's just all the heroes are from Asia. A Kalios GIF? Can you guys can see the gifts as well? None of these are. None of these are quite, I think, on the. If I do Austin. That's not helped. Thank you, He-Sang. Oh. There we go. Finally. Morning tour. Let me look this to Craig. Right. That's on. YouTube is live. Are we live on YouTube? You're live, YouTube. Who will play today? I can show you the breakdown today. So, let's lock in. What we have is we're having an online group stage. And these are the 8 teams in our group stage. Is my pen working? Oh, my pen is working. Beautiful. These are the 8 teams. We in 2 groups. 2 teams progress from each group. 2 teams progress from each group. There are 2 Korean teams in each group, 1 Japanese team in each group, and 1 Pacific team in each group. They will play essentially a round robin amongst their own group to see who emerges at the top. Quieten down about your monitor, please. We're trying to talk about the bracket. And what we're going to have is we're going to have 4 days of action start today, which is Thursday, 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. And we'll play 3 games each day. And then those top 4 teams will filter into the upper bracket, and they'll play a double elim from there. And then this double elim, this part of it here, this part is at a LAN in Korea. So, nice and simple from this point on. We finally reached what is the end of quite a long Korean qualification system, or a long Asia qualification system. It's quite long for the Japanese teams and a bit shorter for the Pacific teams, but we've now reached crunch time. I can close that. Get our countdown. All right, so, I mean, expectations, right? Expectations, I think, are obvious. I don't think if you've been watching Overwatch for any period of time, you're probably aware that, the Korean teams are pretty favoured. Pretty favoured in all of this. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see all 4 days. But the Korean teams are pretty favoured in all of this. When's the LAN? Next weekend. So we don't have to wait long for the LAN. We're going to get the group stage this weekend. We're going to get NA and EMEA are going to do their final week of playoffs on Saturday and Sunday. And then we're going to get the Asia playoffs next week. Surely one of them troll a map. Alright, should we do some predictions? Alright, let's see. Let's see how many believers we have in Crazy Raccoon, a reasonable team to believe in, versus VortexWolf. Predictions? We've got some noodles to eat as well. Whoa. Back to tradition. Back to tradition. With the start of these streams. So I imagine people are very familiar with the Korean teams. Maybe Wei, the surprise team in all of this, compared to T1. But you're probably aware of a few more of their players. Over on the Japanese teams, we have Varel, who people might be quite familiar with. They were a very similar roster to the Team Japan team that represented at the 2023 World Cup. 2023 World Cup. VortexWolf finished 2nd, coming out of Japan. Have players like Kalios and Edison, who people will be maybe more familiar with. And then the Pacific teams, we might see a few more familiar faces. Obviously, people recognize maybe Nu, Romani, Frogger, Color Hex. Maybe more from streams than anything else. Niang as well, a player who's been around the Pacific region for a while. And then on 99 Divine, we have a lot of the familiar faces that were on Bleed last year. Aniyun and Zessen being added into that as well. So, few new faces. But probably, I don't know if it's like really shifted their power level massively up or down. Oh my god. Yeah, our Pickham's tomato smoothie. I nearly forgot. Quick, do my Pickham's. Pickham's form. Asia, quick. My name's CommanderX. And I am predicting a 3-0 for Crazy Raccoon. I am predicting a 3-0 for Falcons. And I'm predicting a 3-0 for Zeta. But I've got to do all of them. Let's just go Korea. Some kind of tongue twister. Zeta versus Falcons. 3-1. Mickey versus Varel. I think Varel actually win this one. Mickey versus Falcons. All Korea all the way. Crazy Raccoon versus Way. Crazy Raccoon. VortexWolf versus 19 Divine. This one's maybe a dogfight. 3-2. Alright. All seems reasonable. All seems reasonable, I think.
그리고 이제 재팬에서 두 팀, 퍼시픽에서 두 팀에서 총 8팀이 아시아에서 만나서 이 중에서 단 두 팀만이 항저우로 갑니다.
Yeah. Cool. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We speedran that. We speedran that, but that was nice and easy. Obviously, what some of you might have realized is that means I am predicting a day of free Overwatch here in our opening day. But par for the course, right? We've been to lands in Asia before. We've seen Pacific teams and Japanese teams play the Koreans before. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'd like to be surprised. But I'm not anticipating to be surprised. Which I guess that's how you end up being surprised, is if you don't anticipate being surprised.
그래도 응원하시는 해외 팀들이 또 돌풍을 일으키면서 올라올 수 있잖아요. 그러니까 오프라인으로 진행될 이 플레이오프 많은 관심을 부탁드리겠고요. 또 이제 진출팀 안내 각 지역별로 드리도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 코리아 지역 같은 경우에는 많은 분들이 보셨듯 제타 디비전과 웨이, 팀 팔콘과 크레이지 라쿤 이 네 팀이
You guys are putting honestly, I'd really enjoy being proven wrong. But all this stuff about last year, Bleed went close, Bleed took Zeta to map 5, blah blah blah. My anticipation is a flash in the pan, right?
그리고 이제 재팬 지역의 좀 상황도 다시 한번 언급을 드려야 될 것 같은데 사실 그룹
Which Korean team most likely to drop a map? You'd have to say it would be Way, who aren't playing today.
돌풍 같은 경기력을 보여줬었는데 특정 패치와
But I'm not anticipating any kind of upset. Not even a map.
또 이제 승리를 각각 가져왔습니다.
네. 그러다 보니까 이제 보시다시피 라줄리아 굉장히 혈전을 치른
Clear stocks are still high because of that single weekend. I mean, exactly, Drilly. The guy's not played since. Dark mode on suit. I mean, if you can tell me what button it is, I'll press it for you. Thank you, Jank, for Jesus. Thank you for the 6 months prime. Welcome back. Three dots. Yeah. The moon. Oh, you can tell me. Oh, that is nicer. Thank you, Lemon. Not your first rodeo, it seems. Yeah, that's actually way better. A man brave enough to see the that there's a I was gonna say a brighter future, but a man brave enough not just to accept things as they are, but seek for something better. I mean, his first bit is going to be mainly just me eating noodles stream. Had my HelloFresh Caribbean jerk chicken last night. It wasn't jerk. Caribbean chicken. It was super easy, actually. Super easy. Pretty tasty. The coleslaw was really good, actually. Always a sucker for a good coleslaw. You dark mode for my walls and my son. No, you have to take that one up with God himself. But he is made for sun this bright for all of us. What does MFC play Falcons? Where am I looking? That's on day 4. That's over here. Like, our highlight games are obviously going to be the Korean derbies, which will be this Falcons v Zeta on here, Way versus Crazy Raccoon here. And to be fair, I think also stuff like VortexWolf versus 99 Divine and Barrel versus MFC, these are going to be ones as well.
한국 시드권을 받고 온 팀들 중에 한 팀 정도는 꼭 꺾어야 2위권까지 바라볼 수 있는 거거든요.
그렇죠. 그러니까 비한국인 팀들이 서로를 잡아먹고 한국 팀.
Why am I eating it with a fork? What else would I eat it with?
장주희설이 짚어주신 것처럼 야 이거 한국 팀들이
Put it in and give it a little twirl?
일단 저희가 이 아시아 지역의 오버워치 스포츠를 계속해서
Do you mean compared to like chopsticks or something?
전반적인 수준
Hands?
특히 이제 최근의 아시아 경기에서는 그래도 타 지역 팀이 세트를 가져오는 뭐 약간 분전하는 모습까지도 이제 목표로 삼고 그런 모습도 보여줬는데 과연 경기를 가져오는 팀이 이번 아시아에 생길지. 그래서 저희가 이제 아무래도
So you think any of the Japan or Pacific teams can be competitive in the Koreans? No. Honestly, no. Again, if I'm going to sit here, I'm going to spend my morning getting shocked and surprised by the level of MFC Varel and VortexWolf. I'll be very happy with that, you know? But I just can't see a world where it's possible, you know? Time and time again, the Korean teams prove they are very much in a tier of their own in terms of their ability. So, you know, I feel like we have to stray deep into the copium, I think, to give ourselves any form of hope. Respect for ColorHex. I mean, I'd love ColorHex to do well, but it's hard to see, isn't it? Hard to see. No, we can't get a quick play going at the same time. We'll watch the games. We'll have fun. I'm just my approach today, casual, take them for what they are, enjoy what we see. Maybe we'll see some fun stuff, right? Maybe Crazy Raccoon will do their patented take for piss with some comps. And then we'll go from there, right?
아시아를 꾸준히 챙겨보시는 분들 입장에서는 저 선수가 저 팀에 모였네 이렇게 보실 수 있는 요소도 있습니다.
정말 보시다 보면은
Made my second meal with HelloFresh today. It was prosciutto sandy with sweet fig jam, was and balsamic vinegar salad. In it and on the side. Ooh, that sounds nice actually. Yeah, I mean honestly, I'm 2 meals deep now into the HelloFresh, and they've both been super easy. Really limited work, you know. Proper anyone can do it type stuff. Just cut open the packet, pour it in at the time it says, put it in the oven, put it in the pan, whatever it might be, and then just wait for the good food. Really, really simplified compared to any recipe I've ever, like, just, you know, Google a recipe, follow online for my dinner. Ooh. Where's the Google form? I can link it to you. Let's see. It's on the Discord, but it's also going to be in here right now. Yeah, for Panda asking YouTube chat, it's online for the group stage, then at LAN for playoffs. So only the top 2 teams from each group will get to go play on LAN. Obviously, like a little bit of a gamble maybe from WDG. Now the top 4 teams are going to be all Korean, and therefore they'll save a little bit on their transportation budget. Paid chatter? Not a paid chatter. In fact, yeah, Eggs has paid for a privilege. You know, normally Hunter's chat is where all the top panhandlers in the region go. You know? But we've got some good panhandlers here. Eggs is really making a pitch for the top panhandler in chat right now, and I think he's starting to stretch out a lead. Pacific teams have coaches. Yeah, I think all these teams will have coaches in some form. Obviously, we know our Korean coaches. Ooh, Undyne, name I recognize. Maybe Miku Fan Club don't have anyone listed. But everyone else seems to have a coach. Dreamer, Boomed, Undyne, Pain, and Yahoo. MFC just going to vibe their way through. Vibe their way. I mean, honestly, is it not a rite of passage? Because back... to be an old man for a second. To be, to be an old man for a second. I feel like it is par for the course, you know? Is it not a bit of a rite of passage for the Australian and New Zealand players to go to an Asia LAN and get absolutely clapped and not win a map? Is it not? Is it not part of the history of Overwatch that every year we pick the pluckiest of Australian players, we match them up against some of the best players in the world, and we watch them get smashed. I feel like it's a good tradition, and I'm glad we keep doing it.
어떻게 될지 궁금하다. 상대가 립인데 라는 의견들이 계속해서 올라왔거든요.
여기 에디스 선수가 전 팀원들을 이번 아시아에서 만나려면 조 2에서 올라가야 돼요. 팔콘이랑 다른 조를
Do they do win a map against Japanese teams? True. True. If anything, the Japanese teams are new to the tradition. Normally, the Pacific teams would be all out on their own, getting beaten up by these Korean teams. Now they have some friends to go get beaten up with them.
확실히 크레이지 라쿤의 거시는 기대가 크긴 합니다만 볼텍스 울프의 승리 16%.
It's why we need an average man at the Olympics, exactly. Just to see. Just to see. Have you changed something about the ads? No? When does it start? Any minute now, I'd say. We're only maybe 5-10 minutes.
한 95막 이 정도 나올 줄 알았거든요, 라쿤이.
저도 이제 앞자리가 8이네 싶었거든요.
Somebody asked, our team's going to be on ping then? Yeah, so especially, I presume they're going to play on the Japanese servers. That would be my guess. I don't know if Ziz is here and Ziz can maybe confirm, or someone on the inside knows. But my guess is, if I go back to all the main rosters, it won't be that bad for the Japanese players. It won't be that bad for the Korean players. A lot of the Pacific players, especially the Australian New Zealand players, they will be on the highest ping. All in on VortexWolf, imagine the payout. Imagine the payout. Any I'm excited to see play? I mean, I'm interested, right? I've not watched any of Japan or Pacific this year, so I'm excited to see. Obviously, I think Soggy and Rek on 99 Divine were probably some of the most impressive players we saw from the region last year, so I'm interested to see them. Always a pleasure to see Color Hex play. Whatever he's been asked to do for the team. A man of many hats. Zebra says, Falcons playing slingshot meta across the whole year. Come back and win the last tourney of the year, which is all anyone remembers anyway. Recency bias. Hashtag recency bias, hashtag Chris Fury. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Zebra. You got to plan for the whole year. You got to pace yourself. All of these teams winning too early, they haven't paced themselves. Alright, VortexWolf have banned Ball and Crazy Raccoon. We wondered if they would do a little bit of piss taking, but
자, 뭐 일단 최선의 선택을 좀 하긴 했는데
they will.
이제 볼을 막아도 윈스가 가능한
An immediate follow-up mercy ban here. Thank you, Polix, for the tier 1. Thank you very much. Welcome.
그렇습니다. 자, 양 팀의 경기 준비 모두
Alright, should we get into it then?
첫 번째 맵 3화 지금 바로 확인해 보시죠.
Okay, Edison and Kalios.
크레이지 라쿤과 볼텍스 울프의 첫 번째
Can't find the link, but lobbies have minimum ping based on whether they are Korea versus Pacific, Korea versus Japan, or Japan versus Pacific. Okay, so there is a bit of mitigation here. Rainy day incoming. Maybe Polix, you're one short, mate.
자, 볼텍스 울프 같은 경우에는 일단 오리사로 좀
I guess there's a level of interest as well for what the Koreans are playing. The problem is we might just see them sort of play whatever they want type comp. Yeah, Mercy was played. It had its. I'd say it had its heyday. Whoa! Thank you, Polix. Appreciate the gift. That is a rainy day tracer just for you. Rainy day locked in. Someone else who was locked in. VortexWolf. Oh, Kalios. Oh, it's a wash. It's an absolute wash. They walk up. Didn't feel like VortexWolf were really that tight on Kalios' position, so when they took that frontline fight, it seemed all too easy for Crazy Raccoon just to walk up and shoot him in the face. No response. Seems VortexWolf might not have brought guns to this fight. Alright, javelin round the corner. Jumping is on the opposite side of Heesang here. Gonna dash forward. Jumping was naded during all of that. Deflect to help with the frontline trade. Edison's a little bit deep. Will slide backwards. Lots of damage onto Jumpin. Actually, a chance for VortexWolf to walk here. Trying to use that nade from Sakumi just to win that frontline battle, bully him out. And Heesang is refusing to leave this area. Will it cost him? He dashes back to team one more time. Shu actually TP's into this, so Shu's gonna need some help. Suzu has been forced right now. But they are
그래도,
still pushed out to spawn, keep beaming them down. Kalios gets VortexWolf's first kill of the round. And a trade on to jump in actually should give them a little bit of space on this next one. They'll lose their backline late to Chiron's torpedoes, but they're back.
자, 이렇게 되면 지금 결국
Jumping will be rolling out, and it feels like Crazy Raccoon aren't that keen to leave the spawn door immediately. We'll make sure they get a lip of rail before they come out and regroup with Jumping on point. Nano is now available to Sakumi. Could go the direction of, I want to say, Remy. Is that how it's pronounced? Remy? Getting X-Men flashbacks here. Let's go, Remy. Honestly, the Gambit reminder has made me root for Remy. Nano wants a Kalios to counter this out this Kitsune rush. Kiru nearly has one of their own. It's actually a 1-for-1 trade right now. Still walking forward, but Kalios is low, and that was his main source of healing, or one of his main sources of healing cut off. And Jumping will roll him over. And we're in last fight territory, but Kiru actually a second kill. Okay, 2 kills. Chance to come back into this one. The problem is they did use more ults than Crazy Raccoon to lose that fight. Thank you, Quackaroni, as well. Thank you for the 9 months. Welcome back. Kiru has the Kitsune Rush to force point, but Crazy Raccoon, they have an overwhelming bank of ultimates to respond with here. Ray coming through initially. Sakumi's going to die immediately. The Blade with the Ray over the top. They're going to try and stand in the Ray, but it's simply too much damage. And we'll see the Crazy Raccoon round 1. That's right, Quackaroni. Keep me on my toes, you know. Keep me on my toes. Not even fun. I mean, I know a lot of people have been saying, is it too loud? Like a volume balance? I can turn it down a chunk. There's so much louder than game sounds. Yeah, there's no clean feed today, unfortunately, but there will be one tomorrow, so we can. I'm new to watching. Why does this seem so one-sided? So the stage we're at now in the Asia qualification for the first major is we've just combined all 3 of the major regions in Asia, which is Japan, Pacific, and Korea. And the problem with this, for the Japanese and Pacific teams mostly, VortexWolf being one of those Japanese teams, is the Korean teams are way better. Way better than all the other regions. So we are seeing a little bit of a stomp in the group stage right now. And this might be a little bit of a theme of the weekend, when it's the Korean teams playing against the non-Korean teams. And that theme continues. Big playoffs games coming soon. Was wondering if I could bend your ear for a second and ask what's the best first ban and map pick for Liquid? I mean, I was looking at it a little bit yesterday. I guess some of it depends on whether you think you have Malga advantage, right? Because your Malga looked pretty good, and Liquid didn't really play it all that much last week. So if it's something like that, maybe it's not crazy just to go Lijiang Tower. Like a classic Malga map. I was going to say ban Ana. I don't know if they run the Ana Juno version. There's like a lot of questions that maybe I don't know the answer to, that maybe you have a better insight on. If they run, I would worry they have like an Ana advantage over you. Like they can run Ana Juno and you can't, so maybe even a banana into Lijiang doesn't sound like the craziest thing I've ever heard. Do you know why the official English broadcast costs just money? Yeah, pretty simple. Pretty simply, yes. Pretty simply, yes. Limited budget, so they are only doing English broadcasts for the Korea playoffs, and they'll do one for the 8. Once we get to the playoffs next week, there'll be an official English broadcast again. Until then, you're stuck with me, for better or for worse. It seems while we've been solving the SSG opening map draft problem, VortexWolf have not managed to solve any of their own problems and still find themselves a little bit short of winning a fight so far in this series. Edison is coming back, and we need Eddie to be steadier than he's ever been before. Nano Overclock coming through, coming round. They've lost their Ana in the back, but come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Find a target. Eddie. Oh, it's a 0 kill. Nano Overclock. He just wasn't steady enough. Now, into the spawn to make it difficult for VortexWolf to touch. I mean,
여기서 가자.
they were having
가자
difficulties touching as it
외치네요.
is. Edison's going to dart
거의
past,
연계수 아닌가요,
trying to go
이번
for it.
그렇죠.
Can he get the touch? Kalios is going to get one final touch. Annihilation on point is going to make his life very hard. Shua successfully managed to die in spawn. They've actually traded 2 kills in spawn, but they can't get the touch.
닿지 않으면서 이렇게 첫 번째 세트 사무와 크레이지 라쿤이 가져갑니다.
이게 또 아시아를
Is it too loud audio balance wise? I can turn them down a little bit more.
네. 아시아 처음 보는데 이렇게
Oh,
라쿤이 잘하는.
I pressed the wrong button and now they are super loud.
다 상대적인 겁니다, 여러분.
Let me know how that is, if that's a little bit better.
절대적으로 나는 게 아니어도 약간 상대적으로 조금만 나도 일방적인 경기가 또 나오는.
This crazy Raccoon team looks pretty good. You can see him getting far. You might be onto something, Jet. Might be onto something. Has anyone on Crazy Raccoon died yet? Yeah, mainly Shu. Shu was quite happy to trade himself in spawn. Is this the old Edison? Yeah, this is the Edison season 5 champion on Sojin. It's a long time ago now, though. From Dallas, that's the same one. Yep.
정해야 될 것 같아요. 본인들도 뛰어 들어갈지, 아니면 좀 확실하게 버틸지. 근데 사실 지금까지 볼텍스울프의 뒷라인.
You mean to tell me this team imported 2 Koreans and couldn't get first in Japan? Yeah, it was a pretty close. I think it was 4-2 in the finals to Varel. But Varel, for those who are not familiar, Varel have been one of the most dominant teams in Japan for quite a while. Made up of the Japanese team that I think impressed a lot of people at the 2023 World Cup. Obviously, I was on Team UK for the 2023 World Cup, and we had to share a practice room with Team Japan. Basically, all week long. And so we scrimmed them all the time. Scrimmed Team Japan all the time. KSG would ruin our days on Doomfist. We'll see Varel play a little bit later today. But a lot of time for the Japanese guys. Obviously, there was a bit of a language barrier between us English guys and the Japanese guys. But, you know, they seem sound. Eddie looks kind of washed. I mean, I didn't see any of these games. I think what will be really interesting is how the Japanese and Pacific teams, like, match up to each other. Because I feel like last time, maybe someone can correct me if my memory is faulty here, but I feel like Pacific was fairly dominant over Japan last year. So I feel like the interesting question we'll get from this group stage is, has the gap closed between Japan and Pacific? I think we'll turn on noise suppression. I mean, the problem is just my desktop audio. I can see if I can. Let's see. I've got a limiter. I've got a gain. Oh, the gain is not actually doing anything. The gain's just on 0. I can try noise suppression. Oh. Let's see if that does anything. Is that... Can you guys hear anything now? Is it suppressing all of the audio? This is too much suppression. OBS, this is too much suppression. Can we have a little bit less suppression going on? Alright, here we go. Suppression level. Alright. Can you hear now? Can't hear the game anyways. Alright. Well, I'll leave the tab open and we can have a little play around. If not, we can always just turn it off and I can just turn them down a little bit. It distorts the audio. How does the music sound? Crisp and clear? If I turn it up, what's the quality like? Good? Bad? Sounds weird. Not the clearest. Distorted. That's probably not a good omen. What we can go with, let me delete that.
팀의 강력함을 좀 확인할 수 있었던
And we can just keep
상황이었습니다.
it,
모두 100대 0으로 좀
keep
깔끔하게 승리를 가져왔습니다.
we'll just keep it quiet.
보니까 이제 다음
It's getting murdered by noise suppression.
좀 고민될 것 같긴 하거든요.
Yeah, I think
좀 좋은 기억이
I don't know.
있었는데 뭐
I mean, to be fair, the built-in, what would you call them?
네.
Audio settings and filters into OBS. They do a job, but they're not like they're far from premium technology.
이것저것 다 하다 보니까요.
All right, New Junk City. So obviously a chance now. Chance now. Pick the map, pick the ban. I don't know. I don't know what the what do you call it? I don't know what the appropriate comp would be where they think they have advantage. The sad truth might be none of them. Can NVIDIA broadcast save that? Probably not. I feel like it's gonna have because I think a lot of these like noise suppression or like echo cancellation, all these things that have these built-in tools are really mainly designed to separate voice from other stuff. I think in terms of dealing with like game sound and such, it's going to be a little bit trickier. If anything, what it will do to the casters is probably try and isolate the casters' voices and suppress the game sounds when we actually want it to do the opposite. Follow-up ban, Crazy Raccoon, contemplating. Contemplating, and they've settled on Roadhog. And if anyone was worried Crazy Raccoon would start taking this seriously at any point, rest your worries right now. What am I looking at? What's this tweet? Oh. This is bad news about Nu. Does this mean he's not playing today as well then, as a result?
채팅창에 계속해서 이 대회는 좀 어느 정도 급의 대회냐라는 질문이 지속적으로 올라오고 있고 한국은 어느 정도 강하냐라는 좀 질문이 올라오고 있는데
Just a feeling? Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. It's a reasonable assumption.
대한민국이 항상 우승한 건 아니었지만 현 시점에 각 지역의 상위 팀에는 한국인 선수들이 항상 들어가 있고요. 작년에 있었던 대부분의 국제전의
That's terrible, though.
다 한국 팀 내전이었습니다.
그렇습니다.
지금 나오고 있는 이 크레이지 라쿤이 그 두 팀 중에 한 팀이었고요.
Yeah, okay, well.
대신 가졌던 게 코리아 지역이라고 생각을 해주시면 될 것 같고, 자 양팀의 경기 준비 모두 완료됐네요. 두 번째 세트 뉴저크 시티로 떠나보겠습니다.
Yeah, disappointing.
선창이 없으니까
Disappointing for the rest of the team, obviously as well for everyone affected directly, but also disappointing for the team, as in all of his teammates are now going to be stuck in this situation because of his actions as well. So, alright, that's a sad start. That's a sad start. Yeah, we won't go through the full thing on stream because I'm not like not looking to get into all that, but we can focus on the Overwatch. It feels like all the details are there for people who want them. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, happy for people to post for link if people want the details, but not going to go into the details myself on stream. Not looking to be that kind of streamer. We'll see what happens when we get to their team. For now, though, Crazy Raccoon are in cruise control, it seems. Roadhog or no Roadhog? No problem. Alright. Remy's gonna get one. So I believe if I'm not mistaken, we're still waiting for VortexWolf to cling onto a team fight here. Gonna be taking the Orisa Mirror here. Obviously something Jump has played before in the past. But DPS from VortexWolf, honestly, makes reasonable enough sense, I think, into the Crazy Raccoon comp. Should be hard for the Torben to sim in a lot of these situations. In control of the choke, sim turrets up. We're going to try and do a Lucio Farah flank to try and bust open the side of the map here. VortexWolf get themselves a little bit more space. Oh, Edison's going to get caught. Unfortunately,
예, 파라가 떠서 포탑이라도
The danger of being so steady is sometimes you're an easy target. Kalios does a good job body blocking this beat push, actually. And Kalios has completely contained this beat push. Fair play to him. There's still a player down in this one, VortexWolf. If the counter nano comes out, they lose Sakume. They lose actually all of their backline here. Kalios needs a little bit more with this nano. They did such a good job countering out the beat, but he wasn't able to find any kills with the nano afterwards. And Crazy Raccoon will win the fight regardless. Actually, insane. Actually insane. Insane beat peel. You're beginning to think VortexWolf might not win? Juby, hold strong. Stay unwavering in your faith. Going over to point D now. Junkyard? I want to say Junkyard, Scrapyard. Junkyard, Scrapyard is one of the two. The Wheels Workshop? I think it's called... Oh yeah, I remember now. It's all coming back to it. It's the Wheels Workshop. If you've not been to the Wheels Workshop before, you probably have. You just didn't know it was called the Wheels Workshop. Lots of ops coming back for VortexWolf, but once again, steady Eddie. Not actually looking that steady at all. An opening pick. A Terror Surge to try and turn. Suzu to get Lip out of that one. Symbol in response. Where is this Symbol? It's not in the most useful position at all from Heesang. And he's going to die as a result. Brilliant. Cheers. Thank you, Heesang. Now going in, Jumpin's going to go with his beat push, going to hit the javelin, nail that kill as well, and the beat push will be successful, regardless of Heesang's wall antics. Jumpin with the tidy up. Adios is stuck behind, he's going to have to die here. VortexWolf will get one more crack at this point. Now, overwhelming ult advantage. 4 ults for VortexWolf here. Both DPS ults, support ults to trade, Shuas for Kitsune Rush. Lip has the Molten Core to try and mitigate some of this push. Oh, wait! Javelin out of the sky! The Koreans combined! Steady Eddie! He's found his feet! He takes a step back out of it. The beat will come through, he's going to nail that shot, and he's back. All he needed was a map and a half to warm up. He's actually back. First team fight win. The Wheels Workshop will not fall. Jumpin swapping onto Bull now, it seems. Lip onto Tracer, Heesang onto Echo. They have mixed up the comp, but as we've seen already, Kalios and Eddie, they're happy to take some people out of the sky. They're marking the ball here early. Slam comes through onto Jumpin, pressuring that Pharah. Trying to boot the tank a little bit out of position, but Kalios still has spin. Will take a little bit of a back step with it. They boop him away. Edison's going to get a little bit of an angle here, and Shu's actually found an opening pick. Tough situation now for Vortex. Slam comes through onto Edison. He needs all the pocket in the world. They don't get it. Lip was there for the follow-up with Jumpin. Now flying through as well. And it will be clean up. Alright. Progress though. Progress though for VortexWolf. Terror Surge into the next fight. No ults just yet for Crazy Raccoon. A winnable situation. Remy's going to make their way onto the Torb. Edison onto the Tracer. So a slightly different version of a comp. Now they're playing against a very dive-heavy version. And we'll see. A load of damage coming out from Jumpin here. Gets all the shields as well. Chirong comes in. We've seen this time and time again for Crazy Raccoon. When they play the ball comp, Chirong is a DPS player. He will be flying in there. But Edison, he's ready. He's got 3. It's actually not over yet. Jumpin will get one more trade. He gets the health back as well. Edison doesn't have the recall, so can't commit to this fight just yet. Don't think he can stop the cap either. Remember, we are fighting on B here, so Shu will be emoting on point. If Edison known there was actually a chance to get on Shu as he was emoting. Blinks past the boot there, and Edison's trying to contest the point a little bit. Heesang's going to swing top as they come through. It is a Mauga swap from Kalios as well. Copy Mauga comes through from Heesang, looking for the stomp follow-up. Isolates the Torb. Can't land the stomp, though. They disengage successfully. VortexWolf not successfully enough, though. Supports will just about get caught. Copy cages out from Heesang, but they're all already dead. They're chasing out Edison as well, and it seems like they're pretty keen to chase Edison to the ends of the earth. They're actually, look at Jumpin. They're all coming for Eddie. Run, Eddie, run! Recall. Does he have the blink perk yet? Does he have his blinks back? No. Crazy Raccoon have hunted down Edison. And now they're going to push forward and try and take a 5v4 with that advantage. Mines on the drive-through right now. Isolates the turret, but oh, they get caught actually. Jumpin will go down. Kalios will finish that one. They can clear the mines and have another crack at this point with tank advantage. Edison is back as well, has the pulse bomb. Damage onto Heesang, forcing him out. Heesang's got a slightly different way than Shu. Shu's going to respond with a Kitsune Rush now. It will be mirrored out from Kiru right now. Oh, they lose Shu, gets the dink though. Jumpin's back in the fight as well. Shu's good for 2 actually. Lip will finish this one off. A Kitsune Rush trade is won by Crazy Raccoon. And that should be the map from here. Oh, the Ajax from Kiru! He had no choice but to try. It was a desperate situation, and Shu gets 2 headshots into an Ajax, into a 4th kill as well. Hot as Shu. Alright. Our first Ajax of the day. Had to go for it, didn't he? And alright. But it feels like Eddie has awoken. Something in Edison has been brought back to life. Frogger won't Ajax? See so much Frogger belief in the community. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I feel the same way if I can be honest with you. Jesus told me Frogger is the third coming. Might have lied to you. I mean, you guys are hyping. I've seen so much hype around this Frogger versus Violet matchup. I think we're not even getting it to day 3, right? But I'm not sure it's going to live up to the billing. I think we're going to be in a Korea beats up smaller region situation. Open the Preds later for Willie Ajax. Yeah, we can go that way. Let's see what the... I presume you might be same page already, Chibi. I don't know if you wrote it. But maybe we'll wait and see what the map is. And we'll do like... if it's like push, we'll do like a full hold pred. Or we can do full hold as well. Because it feels like this series is obviously a certain way. So if it's push or hybrid or escort, we can do like a full hold pred. I guess that's actually all of them. So it's actually maybe a full hold pred no matter what. Maxing on support? I mean, I think any combination of players on any combination of roles might be okay for Crazy Raccoon at this stage. The last pred was to VortexWolf get a point low. Oh, okay. You are a step ahead. As always. You're a step ahead. Yeah, push is available. It's push, hybrid, or escort. So plenty of options for VortexWolf, but I'm really not sure that the map is the issue. The map is maybe the least of their problems. What kind of pred are we talking about? A channel point pred. So if you want to gamble your channel points, you can. If you win, you win. You can hurtle your way up the channel points economy. Colosseum next? I don't think so. I think we're just on a random map graphic type thing. I don't know if this is actually indicative of what we're going to play next. They won 0 on map 1 and then 2 on map 2. Alright, Morning Stormbreaker. So if we were to draw a graph here, map 1, map 2, map 3, and we are here, and this is fight wins. Then actually, if I draw the trend line... Wait! We're going to the moon! It might be time to all in on VortexWolf. The data doesn't lie. I mean, you saw me draw the graph live in front of you. So, I think it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear which way the data's leaning here. Make it exponential. What is that? This is the graph. This is a plot of fight wins per map for VortexWolf. So as you can see, We started on 0. This is 2. And this could be, I mean, who knows, right? This is where the graph goes. This number could be as high as, I don't know, 5 maybe. We should ask Danny what he thinks of my data interpretation. I think it's good.
이제 오버클럭을 통해서
Come on.
더블킬을 만들고 대지의 창 초골 용광로 연계를 이제 백슬라이드 파워 슬라이드로 도망치면서 이겼던 그런 한타들이 있는데 그 두 장면으로 게임을 이기고.
Oh, thank you, Adil. Adil451. Thank you for the tier 1. Welcome back.
우리의 승리까지 이어질 수 있겠다 하는 좀 단초는 얻지 않았을까 싶은 그런 장면들이었어요.
네. 자, 크레이지 라쿤은 뭐 빠르게 3대 0 하고 뭐 다음 경기 준비하고 싶은.
Six learn about at least a square fit on stream. Do you reckon we see Sir Magic today? I don't know. I don't know if it actually feels like. Does it feel good if you're Sir Magic just to get like these maps? Don't know. I don't know if like he'd even want to really. Because they're just online matches as well, right? It's not like you get to go out on stage and have a little performance. Play in front of a crowd or anything like that. It's like so I don't know if he'd even bother. What would I choose? Yeah, like honestly, if it was just an online game, I'd say don't worry about it, guys. You guys just play.
조금 짐작을 할 수 있거든요.
네. 뭐 하바나면은 립의 위도우도 무서울 수 있고요. 뭐 파라소전을 계속 쓴다면 위도우 밴도 아마 좀 고려 요소에 하나 들어갈 것 같고. 네. 크레이지 라쿤이 뭘 할지도.
Is this in any way close? In some ways, it's close to being over, I think, in Urch, if that counts.
그리고 이렇게 좀 하바나를 맞이하기 전에 선수 교체가 또 있다고 하는데요.
So in some ways, yes, it's close.
맥스가 들어올 수도 있고요.
하바나인 만큼.
그렇죠.
네, 말씀하신 대로. 네, 준비가 맥스. 크레이지 라쿤의 탱커가 교체가 됩니다.
Is it first to 3? Yeah, I think so. I guess I also sort of hope so. But I presume we're in like a... Maybe I can ask Craig. Oh wait, it actually tells me here. All I need to do is read the information. It's classic football manager theory. If any of you guys play football manager, if you're ever in doubt over what something does or how to do something, if you ever just stop for a second and read it, will tell you the answer. So yeah, first to 3 for all the group stages, and then we'll be in first to 4 for the LAN playoffs next week. Alright, Widow ban seems reasonable enough on the side of VortexWolf. Follow-up ban will be coming for Crazy Raccoon. They have a bit of time to decide here, and they have decided Lifeweaver! Ah, they've cracked it. Honestly, Chirong's played Lifeweaver on this map before. Maybe a fault from Crazy Raccoons. They banned their own hero. Chirong! He's been sabotaged. He's been sabotaged by his coaching staff.
컨디션 저로조인 상태 아닙니까?
근데 저런 벤이 결국에 우리 입장에서는
Chirong right now stropping about.
보일 수도 있어요. 여러분들이 이게 약간 이제 정말 안 쓸 것 같은 벤픽이 나오면 이게 너무 약간 예능 벤이라고 생각하실 수 있는데.
Newest cut. Yeah, I guess no surprises in that action from MFC. Hopefully MFC can make a good enough go despite the last minute problems. What do these matches decide? So we're in the group stage right now. So the top 2 teams from each group go to the LAN playoffs, or the LAN part of the playoffs. Next week. 2 Korean teams, 1 Japanese team, 1 Pacific team in each group. So as you can imagine, it is an uphill battle for the Japanese and Pacific teams. And we've certainly seen a pretty strong example of how uphill it might just be.
그게 제일 아쉽네요.
예. 그 위도우가 없는 상황에서 또 어떤 싸움이 벌어질지는 궁금해집니다.
자, 역시 위도우 벤하고 우리 그냥 파라소전 쓰던 거 쓰고 싶다라는 의도가 보였습니다.
네.
Real taking the piss would be banning Ball or Anna.
전진 수비를 했을 때 첫 번째 그
And then playing the same gun with Mercy or jumping on Ryan. I mean, I imagine, I don't know, when we have to play like games like this and say, I mean, it never really happened in Overwatch League. There wasn't freebies like this. But when we had to do it in British Hurricane sometimes, most of the time, you'd actually just be, you just want it done, you know?
VortexWolf는 짚어준 것처럼
Like, it's not that fun.
전진 수비가
It's not that fun for the winning team either. It's just kind of, you know, it's a turn up and do your job day.
약간 좀 뒤에서 나올 생각인 것 같은데.
네.
All right, will VortexWolf be held on first?
나오게 하는 그 대가가 얼마나 클지.
They are defending, so
로로미아가
will be tricky for them. But we'll get to their attack, right? We'll get to their attack.
다시 한번 준호의 하이퍼링과 함께 밀고
All right.
들어가. 선수.
Max, looking good to continue his win streak of maps right now. Looking pretty good to continue his win streak of maps. He's just going to swing immediate gap onto Kalios. Rock will go wide, but they are all over Steady Eddie right now. He will get beamed down as well. And Crazy Raccoon just seem to be able to push any side they want, swing any angle they want, and it always results in a kill right now. Early pressure now from Shu and Heesang, keen to take this fight. Shu's quite far forward. We'll back it up as Kalios looks to line up a retake. Rock to try and catch Heesang, but he sees it coming. Kalios doesn't see that Rock coming though. Max is behind him. Lost his HP trade already, Kalios. He's had some Matrix too, so he's low on cooldowns, low on resources, and he has to start walking to point soon. The nade will make a little bit of space. Kalios can't find the Rock. Trying to swing back out, but they've got them pinned in right now, Crazy Raccoon. One more swing from Kalios, stops it with 2.5 meters left, but they are just having to... they're just getting isolated. Look at this Kalios. They're not letting anyone else peek for doors. They're trying to come out this right-hand side. Slide in from Edison. Max is going to mark it as he comes in. And just in control of everything right now. Heesang getting caught a little bit far forward, but he's got full pocket, he's got full resource. So he's not really that far forward at all, is he? Flux, early, just fluxing him in spawn. Heesang's not even shooting him. There we go, he's going to finish him off now. Rock is good onto Remy as well. Lip will finish that one. And Max is just pushing them all the way back. They are now back on third point. Second point is still nowhere close to being captured. But Crazy Raccoon seem happy to extend the spawn camp. They've got Nano to keep going as well. Maybe Max will just sucker him in a bit. Look at Heesang waiting by the door. They want him to come close. Might just be a Nano Blade angle. Letting them walk up. Now the Nano Blade comes in. Rock is wide. Deletes for Sigma. Defensive Nano onto Edison. And Heesang gets naded, so he will just take a step back. Looking to catch anyone on this flank. Nothing there. So actually a 2-for-1 trade and only 1 kill. But the problem is they're in control of the choke. Thank you, Starry Tyler, for that as well. They go for a last-second recontest, but they have to just flood through doors where they try to ray out. But Crazy Raccoon had everything covered. Nothing enjoyable on today? No, Chrissy. We are in a 3-0 territory. Whoa! There is the one enjoyable thing is, though, Starry Tyler has gifted a community sub. So now, Starry Tyler has the Rainy Day Tracer. So if you're looking at these games and you're worried you're not going to find a whole lot of joy, why don't you bring yourself some joy and get yourself that Rainy Day Tracer? All you need is 2 gifted, just like Starry Tyler, and you will get yourself that Rainy Day Tracer. Alright, overclock trade from Edison. Well, I say overclock trade, it's just Edison using his. Couple of dinks, but no kills. Max is going to DP a little bit on the left, and Crazy Raccoon have all of the ultimate. Shu is going to hit a nade before anything really starts. There's the overclock beret. It's all just overkill, really. And Crazy Raccoon have pushed him all the way out, and Max is looking for late kills onto the backline here, and these are going to be some of the easiest kills Max has got all day. And he's actually got loads and loads of easy kills all day as well, so it's... Now they're going to be pinned back in spawn. They have a Flux, they have a Blade to try and get themselves out. Thank you, Cookiri, for the 4 months. Welcome back. Appreciate the Prime. Nano Blade comes out. Kalios catches it, actually. Wait, the nade, the Rock, they're fighting out. Heesang has provided the opportunity. The Flux is good. It's not over till it's over. Crazy Raccoon have to slow it down. Max has that levitate perk, so he is taking over top left. New parts of the map are available to him. But kills are available too. And Nano onto Remy. He doesn't pull the Blade because Edison found that pick. So not the highest value Nano, but they do get a pick. They stabilize the fight.
자, 볼텍스울프는 초월까지 이제 좀 시간을 끌면 됩니다. 정말 힘든 거 칼리오스가 한번 해줬기
Now
때문에
Heesang coming in through the coast.
시간적 여유가 생겼거든요.
On the Sombra now, but going to be hard when they mark this angle so much. All the doors here are quite tight to get into this final third point. Rock comes through, is blocked by Max right now, but you see Kiru has this off angle. Will get caught in this one. Oh, taken out of the sky by Heesang. That's 2 kills with it. Max is going to try and get bladed. Remy's trying to turn it. Any kill will do. They do give a kill onto Max, actually. Remy can live. If they could just buy time here, stabilize around Kalios, it might be okay, but they're doubling down onto Kalios. Now Takumi is going to get hacked and beamed down as well. Chorong is low. Remy is desperate for this kill. Edison's going to swing again. Transcendence coming back. Transcendence to get the touch. Edison, 99%. Nearly has this overclock. He's going to pop the overclock. He's battling it out. He's hit by a virus. There's a Doom Fist on his face. Edison can't find the value in time. Diva back out from Kalios to try and buy more valuable time for his team, but all his teammates are falling around him. He's going to get pushed out of mech. Crazy Raccoon will get the full push.
3점 확보 남은 시간 2분 10초 크레이지 라쿤입니다.
확실히 볼텍스울프가 일단 본인들의 전략인 파라소전이 뭐 라쿤의 템포
Just came back. Have VortexWolf won a fight the whole series? Yeah. Yeah, not a lot. You know, we probably are talking maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's been keeping an actual count, but we're at least 3. At least 3. Where's Hunter? He's busy preparing for his big, important game against Team Liquid. Obviously, in that game, the winner qualifies to China. So, really important he's locked in for that one.
바라를 상대하는 방법을 많이 잘 알고 있기도 하고 그만큼 볼텍스울프가 사이드에 파라를 보냈을 때 본대에 파라를 보냈을 때 좀 라쿤의 템포를 어느 정도
By preparing, do you mean asking chat? Yes! Part of any good study, any good research, is to go out and find out what people think. Ask some smart, intelligent people. And what better group of intellectuals is there than all of us, right? We can solve the match draft problem, right? Alright, here we go. This is the one where the prediction really matters, right? Did people bet on the full hold from VortexWolf? It's a Mei Hanzo Bap Kiri come out from Crazy Raccoon, so maybe a little bit off. Kalios is on the Genji, they've got an Ana, and I think if I'm VortexWolf, the plan seems obvious, right? Ooh, Edison gets a trade there. But the plan, I think, for VortexWolf is Bubbles will be going Remy's way, the Nano will be going Remy's way. And he'll try and get it all done for them, relying on their big ult combos here, VortexWolf. But they will be slowed down massively, as in that previous fight. Sakumi was actually the first to die, which will limit their nano charge quite a bit. Counter pick means they don't have to concede too much space for him. They've got the cart ups in his first corner. Looks like they forced an ice block, actually. Lip's going to get caught. And maybe first point is getting cracked open right now. Crazy Raccoon going to have to take a little bit of a step back. Wait for their May, try to not lose anyone else. Swing from Edison goes wide with that rail. Response now with the storm arrows from Heesang, but bubble pressure onto him. Heesang's in all sorts of trouble. Double pocket coming his way. And they do manage to keep Heesang alive. Wait, maybe not just alive. Another bubble onto Remy keeps him safe. But Nano Blade, very, very close right now. And Crazy Raccoon, they don't really have an answer to it. Shu has a window. But that's not a counter to a Nano Blade. Taking swings here, doesn't find anything, but Lip has come back and found a kill, but Remy is in! Takes down Chorong for the second time. They're a really committed position here. They're actually going to Nano Kalios instead. Oh, they Nano Kalios instead. He can get a lot of beam damage here. The shield's about to break for Max. His Matrix won't save him. The lamp has been forced. Shu has the window if he needs it right now. But Kalios, he nearly has the grab, but he gets one shot by the window Sonic Arrow. Kitsune Rush came out from Kiru as well, but it wasn't enough to save him. And just when it looked like there was an opening, it's taken down. The sleep not even in time to save Kiru. Remy finds another trade, so they aren't turning this into a dogfight. Max will eventually clean it up. But both teams now are going to be relying on their respawns quite a lot. And if I'm VortexWolf, I did spend both support ults for that. But at least I've got a Grav, at least I've got a Blade. Maybe even an Overclock. There's a combo available here. Crazy Raccoon, none of their ults are really a good answer to any of the combos coming up for VortexWolf. But they can all get value in their own right here. So Crazy Raccoon might be better playing for their own value with ults. Can they get a Flux? Can they get something else out? Looking for a grab opportunity here. Very tricky point, this first point Havana attack for Azaria. Just over a minute left on the clock as well. They need this grab to find value. It's a Kitsune Rush to start it. The grab in response. The grab is big, actually. Defensive wall, defensive dragon, just to relieve the pressure. Force a couple of the ults out. Lip is going to have his ice block. Force an opportunity for the Blade now. They have a bubble ready to go. Flux is coming out right now. Max can't find anything. He's looking for Kalios. He does find Kalios, but he might die for it. Blizzard comes out as well onto Kalios. Crazy Raccoon, they mess up their combo. And Edison has the overclock ready to go. Remy still with a blade, nearly out of nano blade. Shu on the high ground. Lip is going to stall on point. They're trying to buy time, but Shu is in all sorts of trouble. He'll get finished off. Lip should die after his ice block comes off. Now a dash in, defensive bubble as well to keep Sakumi safe. Oh, Chirong finds one. Hesan just for crossfiring VortexWolf. They have failed to clean up the kills. They have a nano blade coming back, but it's only 20 seconds. Zarya mirror now from Max, but a nano onto Kalios. Max is going to get absolutely fried. 45 centimeters left. Max is coming back, but he's so far away. Hesan's trying to throw arrows down, but it's too little too late. VortexWolf, they secure first point. Hesan's going to win that duel with Edison on the right-hand side. But they've done it. They've cracked first point. Hesan now is pocketed through. Takes this duel with Kiri. Forces him out. Kiru, sorry. Now, walking up on this left-hand side. Worth noting he just had the Dragon Fury. And I think also the Sonic Disruption, which is a very odd choice for the Hanzo players, but you know how it is. VortexWolf, though, they have the opening. They still have this blade as well. Kitsune Rush. Max has swapped onto Winston. He's taken down Edison. The Dragon's been invested here as... Whoa! Shu's going to try and swing. He has the lamp. He's trying to take the blade by himself. Little bit short. 9 HP in a dream. Deflex round the corner and Remy has to run. Shu is coming to finish the job right now. Hesan will do it for him. And Crazy Raccoon looking to cement themselves at spawn hold again. But Max has gone down, so they can't spawn hold. Backing up now. Remy will be swapping onto the Torb. Is the Hanzo pick silly or serious? I mean, anything they run in this, you always have to sort of raise an eyebrow of suspicion at silly. But I think Hanzo is like a reasonable enough pick in some situations. If the map's good for it, so like King's Row is a good example of where Hanzo's quite good. Havana first, another reasonable Hanzo point as well, especially first. Grav comes out actually here from Kalios, catches Chirong in it. Max is going to get in that grab as well, just for good measure. And all of a sudden, bubble onto Edison, that helps him win that duel with Heesang. Shu is going to window back. Come on, Shu. It can't be... Not every window on Havana can be like the window on Havana. And this one will not be. Crazy Raccoon making more swaps. It's Anna, it's Sim. Coming back from spawn fast. Nano is available. Overclock is available. Nano overclock. Put them together. As long as they avoid Lips Blizzard, they might be okay for it. And Kalios is fully charged. We see Kiru actually getting a bit of an early angle on the left here. We'll get matched up by Chirong. Heesang will come blinking through, but there is the Nano. They will drop the Blizzard. Bubble comes through. Can he get out? He's out of it. And Kalios, the Bubble, the Nano, everything works perfectly for him. He's taken down the backline. He needs to help his backline right now. And they're not just not getting full health, they're capturing second point as well. Kalios Zarya was the answer. If you remember Kalios's, if you cast your mind back over a lot of Kalios's career, Zarya was always his go-to hero, the one he had the greatest impact on. It's never been a hero that's been meta in Overwatch for very extended periods of time, but they're making it work here against the Crazy Raccoon. Kalios nearly has another Grav ready to go. He's got eyes on everyone. If he can force out any of these cooldowns, the Grav will be easy. Lost track of that Kiri for a second. Max is primaling in spawn. Max is killing someone with primal in spawn, which means Kalios is actually a little bit isolated here. He's just going to die. Yeah, Max has come back to clean that one up. You saw Kalios trying to play slow, aware his team was getting primaled in spawn. That's your job if you're the tank and your poor backline's having to deal with a prime. Or can you just play slow, play your own life? But Crazy Raccoon, knowing that tank is isolated, they push and they kill him. Kiru now is trying to battle out on this right-hand side. Has the shuffling perk if they get in trouble. That's the one that gives you the extra TP within 4 seconds. Hisang is still close with the pulse bomb though. The overload won't save him. They try to overclock their way out of that one. Edison does get Shu. They're actually grabbing to turn this one as well. Max is 1 HP in spawn. They confirm the kill onto Max, but they still need to deal with Hisang's Tracer. They force him back for now. Bubble comes through. Hisang is getting bullied out here, but he does have full pocket, I think. Kalios is going to swap. Kalios is going to take the Winston mirror. 10 seconds left and Kalios, he's seen a dream. They have Nano ready to go. Max has gone on to Zarya. It's a classic role reversal situation. Wait, Max has gone Malga. They've lost Remy, but they've nanoed Kalios. Oh, the second slide from Lip. He's just out of there. And now Kalios has nothing to do with this Nano. He's going to try and get on Viana. Just get on to Shu right now. Forces him back, but no follow-up from the rest of his team. Tsukume will die on point. Kalios, he has to come back and help, but he doesn't have bubble. There's a molten core coming out on point, but it's too little too late. Crazy Raccoon. They close it out 3-0. Max quaking in his boots. He couldn't handle the smoke, could he? Alright, mate, you want to win some mirror? No, not me, boss, not me. I'm not looking for that kind of trouble today. Just trying to get through the day, you know. Don't want that kind of issue. I'll just go Malga, I think. Alright, and Crazy Raccoon get their first win in the group stage, as I'm sure a lot of people might have anticipated. Did we cash for Preds yet? Let's see. Will VortexWolf be held on first? No! No, they will not. And, you know what this proves? The graph was good! The graph was good, no? That's not a very good start to my graph. I need a different colour as well. Hold on, let's go pink. Different colour. Map 1, Map 2, Map 3. This is fight wins on the left. The data was good! The data was good! It just wasn't quite enough. But Map 4, Crazy Raccoon would have had no chance. And this is the tipping point line, right? This is the tipping point line where you go into enough fight wins to win a map. She player of the match? I mean, it could have been any of them, couldn't it? In a best of 7 they win. Tom gets it. Unfortunately held back by the format here, VortexWolf, more than anything else. Ooh. If you were drafting a team, money is no object, but you can only have 6 players. What role do you think the extra player can be the most valuable? Maybe support. Maybe support. I feel like there's enough tanks with enough flexibility that, because again, like, if we take it into account now, we can have any players, money's no object, blah, 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 blah. I think, with tank, you could get someone who can play enough roles, right? And I think we see a lot of teams having a lot of success with a single tank, really, you know? I think Zeta, replay of the Ajax, Zeta are a good example of that. I think, obviously, even Falcons have had relatively good success with all of that. I think we look at some of the most successful teams in North America and EMEA so far this season. All single tank teams as well. And then for DPS, again, if money's no object, I'm just getting like a proper or stalker type player who can also play hit scan as well, right? And then I've got all the DPS heroes covered, like built-in flexibility with all of it. And then for support, I think the reason it's because I think Lucio often is a very different hero. So I think the idea of having like the Gladiators backline type setup, you know, where you have like, you have your main flex support, you have your main sort of Lucio slash your Lucio player, and then you have a player who can sort of bridge the gap, play a bit of Brig, play a bit of flex support as well, you know. I think that's probably the most value. Glaz mentions, yeah. I think that's probably the most value. If you can only have 6, yeah. I think it's easier to find someone who can do everything on the other roles. I think for support, Because who can really do it on support, right? Gala, Violet. I mean, Violet's the best case, I think, for this, right? Or maybe even Tron going the other way, right? Like good Lucio, but can also play a bit of the others.
다시 맞붙게 되는데 아시아에서 맞붙게 될 팀 중에 좀 가장 견제되는 팀이 좀 있을까요?
All right. Oh, we're going to interview Shu. Obviously, we don't have a translation, so I'm going to use this opportunity to grab a drink, and we can lock in for our next game, which, if I remember correctly, yeah, Falcons v Varel. Okay, Falcons v Varel. So the top seed from Japan, playing against one of the teams that have actually struggled the most in Korea, but we have to still remember the relative stakes here. So let me grab a drink. Let me get rid of this bowl, put it in the washing machine. In the dishwasher. Don't put it in the washing machine. And we'll be right back.
목표는 결승전을 무조건 가자인 것 같습니다.
아시아는 관문에 불과하다.
네.
그렇다면
네.
그럼 저 또 궁금한 게 아무래도 이제 라쿤이 항상 이제 그 국제전은 올라갔었고 그리고 이번에 코리아 우승도 했으니까 라쿤은 이제 뭐 항저우 티켓을 가져왔다고 치고 나머지 한 팀은 어디가 될 것 같으세요?
저는 솔직히 그대로 팔콘이 왔으면 좋겠네요.
희망사항 팔콘.
네, 항상 이제 뭐 다른 제타 외에도 잘하긴 하는데 그래도
네.
팔콘이랑 경기했을 때가 제일 좀 그 살아 있음을 느낀다 해야 되나? 재밌거든요.
그러니까 이런 게 라이벌리 아니겠어요, 그죠?
네, 맞아요. 그
자,
선수들이 있어서 저희도 더 성장하는 것도 있고,
네.
그리고 저희가 경기 만났을 때 좀 재밌는 구도를 더 많이 보여줄 수 있을 것 같아서, 네, 팔콘이 왔으면 좋겠네요.
좀 개인적인 질문인데 슈 선수가 워낙에 이제 뭐 아나도 잘하고 오늘 경기에서 키리코도 잘하고 그리고 이제 그 하바나에서 바티를 보니까 약간 옛날 생각도 나고 약간 막 글래디 시절도 생각나서 그런데 슈 선수가 개인적으로 내가 이 영웅 제일 잘하고 좋아한다는 그런 힐러 영웅 있나요?
솔직히 그 메타에 왔을 때 제일 잘할 수 있는 거는 바티스트인 것 같긴 해요. 안 한 지 좀 오래돼서 잘 모르겠는데 옛날에는 바티를 좀 좋아했던 것 같아요.
네. 아니 안 그래도 이제 하바나에 딱 바티 드는데 그 글래디에이터제 있을 때 그 두 번째 경기 측면에서 비데발스 올리고 혼자
네.
캐리하는 장면이 딱 머릿속 바로 딱 떠올라가지고 한번
근데
여쭤봤습니다.
의외로는 좀 의외인 것 같아요. 사실 저는 아나부터 좀 생각을 했는데.
아, 편한 거는 아나예요. 게임하기 편한 건 아는데 좋아하는 거는 바티스타.
확실히 이 어떤 그 숙련도와 선호도는 좀 다른 거니까요.
슈 선수를 위해서 또 조만간 바티 메타가 오길 바라면서.
자, 그리고 그렇다면 이제 마지막으로 이번 첫 번째 경기 승리를 통해서 좀 기세 제대로 가져간 크레이지 라쿤인데 우승이 목표시잖아요. 또 이제 팬분들도 기대를 하고 계신데 그 우승을 위한 포부 한마디 들어보면서 좀 인터뷰 마무리해 보면 좋을 것 같습니다.
포부라고 하기에는 좀 뭐 말을 할 게 없는 것 같은데
네.
그냥 우승하겠습니다. 많은 응원 부탁드릴게요.
네, 알겠습니다. 자, 그래도 아시아 일정 많이 남아 있는 만큼 슈 선수 앞으로도 화이팅 해주시길 부탁드리면서 네, 인터뷰 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
네, 축하드립니다.
감사합니다. 안녕히 계세요.
굉장히 좀 빠르게
네,
인터뷰가 넘어와서 사실 놀랐어요.
네, 저도 좀 놀랐는데
예.
이렇게 또 인터뷰하니까 제가 또 약간 평상시에 좀 궁금하던 거 질문할 수 있어서 좋네요. 슈 선수 하면 사실 뭐 바티스트로 초반에도 굉장히 리그에서 너무나 큰 활약을 펼쳤고
네.
아나 하면 사실 슈라고 생각을 할 정도로 뭐 최근에서는 정말 뭐 아나로 MVP도 막 받고 그랬는데 개인적으로 좀 궁금했어요. 본인은 뭘 더 좋아하는지.
근데 이제 선호도와 숙련도가 좀 다르다는 것까지.
아무래도 바티 메타가 온 지가 좀 오래돼가지고 뭐 바티 메타 오면 또 잘할 선수니까 또 여러분들도 이제 뭐 또 조만간 특전 또 패치한다고 하잖아요.
그렇죠.
또 특전 패치에 따라서 또 메타가 바뀔 수 있어가지고
네.
기대해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
자, 이렇게 오늘의 첫 번째 경기 크레이지 라쿤과 볼텍스울프의 경기는 크레이지 라쿤이 3대0으로 승리를 했습니다. 그리고 저희 잠시 쉬었다가 이어진 오늘의 두 번째 경기 팀 팔콘과 바렐의 경기로 돌아오겠습니다.
What are we saying? You have to make a team of people who have never won a LAN. There's too many people to choose from. Who's even on the list? Who's even on the list? Proud is probably a good shot. CX, mate, I have won. Let me get this right. 2? Yeah, I've won 2 lands. All right, Hirak coming in. So it's Proud, Hirak. What role do you play, Hirak? Hopefully not hit scan, because Proud feels like you might have that one on lock. As a player? Yes, as a player! Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I've had an illustrious TF2 career. Support? Beautiful. You're in the team. Major LAN? Yes! Oh my god. Don't make... I won't tell the whole story because it's too long. But I won an I series. And I won a LAN in Lithuania. Where me... And it was mixed teams in Lithuania. But the 2 major teams at this Lithuania LAN were the team I was on, Tezek, T-E-Z-C. And... We had maybe like 1 top player in Mikey A. You guys might remember Mikey A from he was on Cloud9 back in the day. He was on Team UK back in the day. So we had him, but the other team was an established team. Everyone on that team Div 1 and above. In TF2 there was Premiership, Div 1, Div 2, Div 3. You guys know how numbers worked. So on the top of the favourites, the heavy favourites for the LAN, was a team full of a lot of Div 1 and even top Premiership players. They brought their core. They had one of the most established players in TF2 you might have heard of. They had Sideshow on that team. The LAN was delayed egregiously delayed. We ran into Sideshow's team. And in the upper bracket final, they beat us, right? In the upper bracket final, they beat us. I think it was 2-0. But the LAN is delayed. It gets late. It gets real late. The grand final for this LAN, I think it starts at 2:30 in the morning. And this team of Premiership players, they didn't have the resilience. They didn't have the durability. They didn't have the courage. And in that grand final, we fucking got him. 2-1. We win the LAN. I get myself a little bit of prize money. It covers the price. It covers the hostel for the weekend, so quids in. And I win myself a real life balloonicorn. It was this big, an inflatable balloonicorn. It's in my house somewhere. It's probably in the loft. How long is a TF2 round? So each map is 30 minutes. So we start at 2:30, 3 maps, 30 minutes each. I think it was obviously times between hand and then picking and all of this. And it was probably about 4 a.m. by the time we finished. You know what else I won? Official Valve merchandise. I won this guy. Thanks, Valve. A trophy of sorts. That was for my success. You know what else we got from the Lithuania LAN? And they don't do this. They don't do this anymore. Where is it? I don't know where mine is. It's lost in like a cupboard somewhere. But what we got with the LAN was a certificate. We got a little first place certificate. So there is documented proof that I am a LAN winner. I've got the receipts, guys. I've got the receipts, I promise you. Did you ever want to play Overwatch properly? No, I was too old, and I had some kind of wrist pain, and I had like a full-time job, so it was never really on. I kind of stumbled into Overwatch more than anything, at least for coaching side of things. Why are we talking about Lithuania? Let an old man celebrate his past glories, Musket. One day you'll be this age, and you'll be telling your chat about your glory years. That's not even true, Tablecloth. That's not true. That is a gross misrepresentation of the facts. We won. It must have been at least like 300 quid, maybe somewhere between 200 and 300 quid for that Lithuania LAN. And I also won an I-Series. We won £600 at that I-Series. I-48 also won. Come on. Liquipedia misrepresented the facts. What would it take for you and a bunch of other coaches to make a team as players and try and run through FACEIT qualifiers? Copious amounts of money. Copious amounts of money. That would mean it was all a better investment of our time than our actual jobs. Can we get a comment on the Liquipedia pick? What's the Liquipedia pick? Let me find it. Where am I going? Where are we? Are we a real one? Or are we an alpha? Alpha. I can find it. Come on, guys. I'm getting to it. What do you want me to... Oh, wait. You guys can't see it. If I do that, can you see it? Yeah. What's the comment? This was at... Guys, look, you don't want to get me started. Because if you get me started... There's so many stories. Because do you know what LAN this was from? Do you know what LAN this was from? Guys, I've already beaten the financial allegations. No, not I-48. This is from a DreamHack in Stockholm. Or I think this one was in Jönköping, actually. Thank you, no idea. Thank you for keeping track of these. We'll timestamp this and put it in the pod as well. This LAN, right? So, for those who don't know, TF2, we were never a major esport, right? So there was no TF2 event at DreamHack. But do you know what you do when DreamHack won't recognize you as a game, won't put on a TF2 event for you? You know what you do if you're the TF2 community? You buy a spot. No, you can't even bring your own computer. There's no BYSC at a DreamHack. So what you do is you buy a spot in their exhibition hall. If they won't invite you, buy your way in. We buy a space in the exhibition hall and we host an exhibition tournament between 4 of the top teams in Europe. And then what happens? Unfortunately, something very bad happens because we get to the final day, the Sunday night, a grand final, right? It's a best of 5. Normally you only play best of 3 in TF2 because of the length of the maps. This was a best of 5. The 2 top teams in Europe. And they are clashing head to head to head. And it's tied up 2-2. One of the greatest finals you'll ever see. 2-2 between the best teams in Europe. Going head to head. And then what happens? The final's been going on so long. It's been so close. It's been so hard fought. It's been overtimes and golden caps and all of this. Then what happens is the exhibition hall, the bouncers, the security, they come up to us and they tap on the watch. The exhibition hall, for legal reasons, it has to close by 10. And we try and explain. We just need one more map. We just need one more map. It's the grand final. Everyone's watching. It's the grand final. We just need one more map. And security say, no. The exhibition hall is closed. So what was leading to be one of the greatest finals just ends. The grand final ends 2-2. The players have to split the prize money.
시리즈 아시아 스테이지 1.
And it just ends.
오늘의 두 번째 경기 팀 팔콘과
It just
바렐의
ends.
경기가 준비되고 있습니다. 뭐 팔콘 같은 경우에는 두말하면 입 아플 것 같고.
No, when there was a,
사실 많은
we
분들이
debated because obviously this was all happening real time. And we're like, what do we do? But the teams who were offered the chance is like we could play the final map online when we all get home. We'll finish it when we get home. And the players were like, no, let's just split the prize money. We'll leave it as a draw.
최종 이제 국제전까지 우승을 차지할 정도로 정말 이제 강력한 팀이고.
The clip of Sideshow apologizing on stream. Yeah, if you listen closely in that clip, you can hear me shouting at Sideshow in the background. Me and my mate Ed, just shouting. Just have a fight in the car park, Josh. Just get him to have a fight in the car park. There was no fight in the car park. Can you find the clip? Do we have time? Wait, let me cut the VOD before I forget. Maybe someone can find the clip. Where will it even be? Will it be on Team Fortress TV? I think it would have been Team Fortress TV at the time. DreamHack. There he is, young Josh. He'll be in the playlist somewhere, won't it? Oh, you can see me. Here I am. What a young whippersnapper. What a young whippersnapper. Which one is it? Is this one? Upper semis, upper bracket finals, lower bracket semis, lower bracket finals, grand final. Here we go.
항상 이제 극복하는 팀이다 보니까 오늘 경기 이제 뭐 어떻게 될지.
There's Michael Adams.
Gentlemen, we have a very interesting situation. We've never had a situation like this, ever. In fact, I don't think anyone's ever had a situation like this ever. It's very interesting.
It's very interesting. Josh,
you gotta go. It's time to go.
It's time to go. It is indeed time to go. Both of the teams are tied at 2 maps apiece after the 4 maps of the best of 5. It's gone on for so long. We had so many golden caps that we've exceeded the schedule, gone miles over it, even of the allowed time that DreamHack gave us extra. And we have 1 minute to leave the venue before we literally are all killed by the DreamHack security. And so the teams have 2 options. They can either play it online at a later date, or they can call a draw and split the prize money, or a heavy fist fight, but they decided not to do that one.
That's me!
Much to Twitch chat's dismay, I'm sure. But unfortunately, one of the problems of not actually being in the official rotation of DreamHack or something like that is that we're bound by the exhibition hall's time rules. So unfortunately, we are going to have to end the stream there. This is not a troll, I swear to God. But so the teams are going to decide at a later date whether or not to draw and split the prize pool or play it online. We'll keep you updated on that. Check TFTV. This is ridiculous. We could go for a real fist fight as well. We could do that afterwards.
Can you hear? I don't know if you can tell it's my voice.
We'll probably stream on YouTube it or something afterwards as well. There's a car park. This is ridiculous. We could go for a real fist fight as well. We could do that afterwards as well. There's a car park out there, but who knows? We'll probably stream on YouTube it or something. But we'll catch you later on Team Fortress TV. What a tournament!
That's admirable. Legend admirable was.
전원 일본인으로 구성된 정말 일본의 자존심인 팀이라서 이대로 사실상 뭐 일본 국대라고 보시면 되는 거라 과연 바렐이
Is the game starting? Are we going down the rabbit hole? Well, Coleman, yeah, they asked if I'd ever won a LAN, Coleman. So, the rabbit hole was well and truly opened at that point.